Good evening, everybody, and welcome inside the Simply Financial Athletic Center for tonight's men's basketball taking on the Mohawk Mountaineers. Alex Vandenhack, MJ Graham here with you on this Wednesday night, snowy Wednesday night. Had some sleet throughout the day as NC here in about 3 minutes time will take on their rival Mohawk Mountaineers. There's Caden Moore, who's had a great 2026, even going further back. 6 of his last 7 games with 10-plus points in 2026, averaging 16 points, 2.3 steals on 53 splits. Has been a completely different player than what we saw in the first half of this season. As there's a look at him, he's really blossomed into a 3-level scorer, 40% from the field, 42.5% from 3, and 58.8% at the line. And on the flip side of things, there's Jerry Jr. Mercury, who's coming off the bench here today, had a season-high 37 points on Friday night against Lambton. 6 made threes and 12 made field goals, all season highs. However, when these two teams played, MJ, was held to 8 points and only 3 field goals attempted on October the 25th. A first-team All-Star back in 2024, second-team All-Star in 2023, 2023 OCAA Championship All-Star, bronze medalist, and I think one of the neater statistics, a CEBL draftee in 2024 to the Niagara River Lions, 30th overall, the first player in the CCAA to be drafted to the CEBL.
You mentioned it's a little frosty outside. It's also a little frosty inside this arena this evening, inside the Simply Financial Athletic Center. Hopefully, though, for the Knights, their shooting is not so frosty because they'll need it in order to pull out a victory this eve.
NC, one of the worst teams in terms of field goal percentage, 16% in the OCAA on the season. This team's lost 3 games in a row, and it's kind of in the make or break point of their season if they want to compete for a top 6 seed. I think a top 4 seed's probably out of the picture at this point for the men, as they're behind the 8 ball, 4-8. But you go back to last year, they started the year 2-6 and finished 10-8 under Coach Laquan Hilton. Look at the standings. Niagara currently hosting the 7th seed at a 4-8 record, only 2 games back of Fanshawe of the 5th seed. So it's not impossible, but you're still going to have to hope for some good luck and get your best game going, which we haven't seen from NC really in about 5 or 6 games, to be honest.
It should be noted that they've had 2 losses at home of basically a bucket.
Yeah, we talked to Chris Spann about that before the game. Of course, there was Skylar's missed jump shot against Lambton, and of course that game winner by pretty
heartbreaking losses.
A couple heartbreaking losses for NC, as we're just moments away from the playing of our national anthem here inside the Simply Financial Athletic Center.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask that you stand if you are able, and please remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
national anthem here inside the Simply Financial over with as the starters for the visiting Mohawk Mountaineers will be introduced. Finally this time, a little bit of technical difficulties with the men's team. And we'll take a look at the starters. Iverson Chong, a second-team All-Star from 2024 All-Rookie Team player. Number 5, Scott Jenkins, who is 7th in assists per game at 4.3 per game. Played 4 years at Queens, coming over to Mohawk. Elton Adam will start at the 3. Kareem Raza as well, 12.2 points per game, 12th best field goal percentage. And rounding out the starting lineup will be Paul Alfama, who will make his first start of the season against this NC team as they're set to be introduced. And they'll be shorthanded yet again. No Isaiah Panam for NC. Wasn't playing on the weekend as the starting lineups, last weekend I should say. Only one change in the starting lineup compared to last week against Lambton. Skylar Samuel back in the starting lineup, was ineligible to participate against Lambton. It was Noah Lee who made his first start of the season, and there's Caden Moore. And Chris Spann, the Atlanta, Georgia native, had a great November, 17.6 points per game, 3.8 steals, but 2026 hasn't treated him very well. His points per game cut in half. As difference in Benhay gets introduced. Won Athlete of the Week for his game against Humber, where he had that game-tying shot with like 3 seconds left, and of course the game winner by the Hawks, as we're just moments away from tip-off here at the Simply Financial Athletic Center. The second matchup between these two teams, they played against each other in late October. The second matchup for both of those teams, as the tip is won by Ofama. Into the corner, here's Raza. Chong. Spann getting his hands on that ball. Now here's Igbenhay. Into the corner, Buckley thought about the 3, and the officials will say Buckley stepped on the out of bounds line. It'll go back with Mohawk.
Thought a little too hard on that one.
Joseph Buckley had a career high 30 points against Lambton, and is 4th in the OCAA in 3-pointers made coming into today, as Samuel defending Adam. 5 on the shot clock. Adam defended by Moore. He'll put up the shot. It's no good. The offensive rebound picked up by Ofama. Put back is no good from Elton Adam. And it's going to stay with Mohawk.
Dagger just couldn't corral that rebound.
Igbenhay gets the turnover, and now here's Buckley. Buckley takes it up, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Joseph Buckley.
Not sure the feet were set on that one.
Buckley this year, 16.2 points per game. The only player on NC that started every single game for the Knights. As Jenkins open for 3, no good. As K2 brings down the board, nearly loses it. Moore gets the screen from Igbenhay. One touch pass by Spann in for difference, as he'll go to the line for a pair of free throws.
If they can get difference going down in the paint, it'll be a good evening for the Knights.
Difference struggled in November, only at 1.8 points per game, but had a couple of huge performances. Of course, winning Athlete of the Week as his first is no good. Igbenhay, a 56.7% free throw shooter on the season.
Coming back to what you said before about how there's been a bunch of different lineups. Coach Kwan, not afraid to try different lineups.
Coach Laquan going back to his starting lineup against St. Clair. Of course, Skylar Samuel wasn't eligible for the Lambton game on Saturday. It'll be NC ball. A rare 1-0 lead for NC.
Got ourselves a hockey score or a CFL score.
I was just going to say that. Here's Buckley. He gives it to Benhay. Gets pressured near that NC Knights logo. Now here's Samuel. Pulls up from the free throw line. No good. Sky getting him to his spots, and he can't convert. Open for three in the corner is Chong. Hey, it's no good. Samuel fighting for that rebound. He pulls it down. Here's Difference. Difference puts it up. May have been a carry. Hard fall by Kareem Raza.
Difference. Hard to stop when he gets ahead of steam going into the paint.
Difference only 6'5", but with his heart, he's plays like he's 6'10".
Said before, he's reminiscent of a young Charles Barkley.
Into the paint, wide open, and Moore gets the rejection on the help. Good defense out of the Knights on that recovery. Here's K2, defended by Raza. Moore, tough shot, no good. Igbenhay had his hands on it, but the rebound pulled down by Adam. Adam open for three. Is Chong sidestep, and it's pure. Iverson Chong, the 38.7% three-point shooter, makes his first three of the game.
Noah Lee looking to check in a minute.
Buckley, nothing but net for his first shot. Buckley with the fourth most three-pointers made here this season. Here's Chong, defended by Igbenhay. Mismatch as Chong takes it up. And that's going to be free throws for the third-year product.
Slow whistle on that one. Messidor as well, checking in.
And number 5, Stephen John Messidor.
Noah Lee had a big weekend. Had his career high in points with 13 against St. Clair and made his first career start against Lambton. Back off the bench for Coach Laquan. Of course, with some injuries and his great play, he's kind of elevated himself as the sixth man on this team.
Yeah.
Noah Lee also one of the hardest working guys on the team. He's always in the gym before and after practice. And it's good to see him get some success. Had a good game against Humber as well. Mesidar, an illegal screen set by Igbenhay.
Benhay not feeling that was illegal.
I think he probably has a point. And now here's Dante Richards into the game. Raza defended by Samuel. Open for three is Mercury as the three's no good. Mentioned him in the open. 16 points per game on the season, 6 boards. A near 50, 40, 80 shooter, 49.4% from the field, 43.3 from three, and 75% from the charity stripe. Span will stop up. He'll find Igbenhay into the corner. Lee for three. No good. Good closeout from Dante Richards. Mesidar gambled for the steal. Open for three is Chong. As that one's no good. Raza with the rebound. And he'll get fouled by Igbenhay.
Bennett's got to be careful because with all his hustle, he's prone to picking up fouls.
So Lado Laku will check into the game alongside of Caden Moore, as Sky will have a seat. Of course, Igbenhe with 2 personal fouls in the first 4 minutes. And there'll be a chance for Lado to get some run. Of course, no Isaiah Panam available here today. As both are good. Kareem Raza, an 88% free throw shooter coming into today. As now here's Mezia. K2 out for Lee, top of the key. Lee with some pressure on him. Mezia. Mezia finding Laku, who gets fouled.
Great little slip right there by Laku.
Moore finding Lee off the inbounds. Lee, spin move. He'll try the jump shot. It's nothing but net for Noah Lee. His first points of the day. And Mercury will drive hard to the paint and will get 2 free throws. The first is good for Jerry Jr. Mercury.
Going forward, Niagara's going to have to be much more careful with the fouls.
Of course, Igbenhe with already 2 in the first 4 minutes of the game. Lee getting pressured at half court by Dante Richards as it's in for Span. Here's Moore, defended by Jackson. Moore looking to go into the corner off the hands of the Mountaineer.
Right idea to draw the coverage, just couldn't get it kicked out.
NC has been able to knock down threes all season long. The 6th best team in terms of three-point percentage, as Moore tried to bounce it off of a set of legs of Mohawk. Meziar gets the steal and throws it down. Stephen John Meziar with the one-handed slam.
Firing up the bench.
Laku with a great vertical contest, as we'll get a foul. Pardon me, a game clock. Our scoreboard in-house has shut off.
Curious, yeah. We had an issue with it during the women's game, but not this kind of issue.
A bit of an unfortunate break for NC, as they would have been able to run at the half court, or a full court fast break.
Someone at the scoring table get a little too excited. Triple wire, perhaps.
As we're back online, in terms of the scoreboard, it stayed the same. I don't know, that's weird. I've never seen that before. I think last year we had a game where the lights turned out.
Somebody must have hit the mute button on the scoreboard.
It'll be Caden Moore bringing it past half court. Here's Meziar. Pump fake, dishing for Laku. A nice feed, but Ladu can't finish. And Jackson is going to get called for the travel, taking the tumble. NC able to break the full court pressure. Noah Lee from the free throw line, no good.
Noah heat checking himself right there.
Richards calling for the screen, he'll get it. Irikota takes it up with the right, and no good.
I mentioned that Niagara needed to be a little more careful with the fouls. So far, so good. They've been a lot cleaner so far since then, since earlier on.
Jackson defended by Laku. An athletic layup, no good, but the rebound brought down by Richards. And it's taken away by Caden Moore. 3-on-1 now. Lee under the basket, off the window and in. NC with a 3-point advantage.
Nice clean layup.
And Meziar caught jumping as that'll be a 3-point play the old-fashioned way. For the Mountaineers.
Not a foul you want to pick up right there.
As the free throw's no good, but the rebound brought down by Adam.
Or Laku, excuse me, with the great block right there.
Laku is going to get a good amount of time here today. No penalty. As Moore knocks down that 18-footer. If he gets to that spot, you know that's going to be the result, as that one's no good. Sky Samuel with the rebound.
Niagara bench pointing out that was an air ball.
Here's K2. Into the corner for Meziar. He'll try the tray. It's no good. And the rebound brought down by Lee. Into the corner, Samuel wide open. And no good. Sky Samuel, a 35% three-point shooter this season, up by nearly 10% from last year, as that one's good by Dante Richards. As Coach Laquan will need a timeout. Thought for a second it was going to be a substitution, but it'll be a timeout with 2:55 left in this first quarter. But a good start nonetheless for NC, a lot better than what we saw earlier this season on October the 25th at Mohawk.
Yeah, curious early timeout by Laquan, but if he feels they need it, they need it. And coming back to Niagara, I think moving forward for the rest of the quarter and the rest of the game, I think it just get a little tighter on their offense, which is something we've been saying all season. They'll be in a real good position to win. And also if K2 can get going, same thing.
NC, a pretty good offensive team, averaging the 6th most points per game. And of course, you look at the stats for Mohawk, it's a tie game, and you're shooting 3 of 15 from the floor, 2 of 8 from 3, and 4 of 7 from the line. And it's a tie game. Yeah. You have to feel pretty good about that.
Now just got to keep themselves level-headed, stay cool like a cucumber.
Noah Lee has been cool as a cucumber. 2 of 4 points, 2 of 4 from the field, 4 points for the first-year product.
Referee's discussing something. Bit of a pause here. Not really sure what.
I believe that timeout will be charged to Mohawk on the scoreboard, listed as 2 timeouts for NC, 1 for Mohawk, as now Lee has it in the backcourt. Lee gets fouled by Dante Richards. That's his second.
Good hesitation by Lee to pick up that foul. Nice little stutter step.
So both teams will be shooting free throws throughout the rest of this first quarter. Mohawk has shot 7 so far, Niagara only shooting 2. Here's Lee, calling for the screen. Lee, spin move, looking for Spence. Samuel takes it off the window, no good.
He had Laku open.
And it's kicked out with Kalura. It'll be taken up and rejected by Noah Lee. And I believe they've called a foul, or a technical foul on Noah Lee.
Technical foul on Niagara number 7, Noah Lee. It's first technical of the game.
I guess the refs thought he got a little too fired up with that block.
I don't know what was said at courtside, but it seemed like he just said like "a."
Yeah. Seemed like general enthusiasm, but perhaps the refs heard otherwise. I'd like to point out earlier on, there was a real dirty block by Niagara that was an absolute delight to witness.
Mercury, the 75% free throw shooter, knocks it down. It'll be 24 on the shot clock. And Noah Lee, one of the most calm, cool, and collected guys you'll ever meet.
Yeah, not somebody you would expect to get a tech.
He'd probably be the last guy I would expect to get a tech on NC. As a miscommunication by Span. And I believe Laku.
Yeah, I don't know if that was if he was trying to go with Laku on that one, but
Well,
nobody home on that one.
it almost looked like Laku was trying to hold his defender off so someone else could come in behind him for that pin down. But nonetheless, a turnover for NC as it's taken up. And a good contest by Lato. And Span's going to get called for the block on Anthony Rajanetti, who made his season debut on January the 10th against Redeemer. First is good. Rajanetti's only taken 4 free throws, make it 5 now all season. Going now 4 of 5 from the stripe. As the second is good. Mohawk now up by 3. And Kareem Raza will check back into the game for the Mountaineers. Lee gets pressured from full court. Lee from the free throw line, no good. A little bit too short. And now it's into the corner with Jenkins. Into the paint, Raza trying to take it up on Laku. And a good vertical contest, most importantly, MJ, without fouling.
Yeah, that's going to be a real key. Because Niagara has picked up a bunch of fouls on some in some not great early in the paint action.
Moore getting hounded by Raza. He'll kick it out to Lee. Lee driving in, out for Samuel. Samuel into the paint, puts it up, and no good. With 2 orange jerseys on him, kicked out into the corner. Raza for 3, an air ball, and it's picked up by Laku. Moore, spin move, he'll put it up and get fouled. K2 has struggled from the line in the last 2 seasons, 58% coming into today and 52 last year. But generally, you look at three-point percentage and free throw percentage, and if one's up but one isn't, you kind of think that the ability to get a higher three-point free throw percentage.
Yeah, real shame too, because K2 is really good at picking up, getting those calls.
I don't know if that made sense, but
yeah, he should be better than he is from the line currently.
As the first is good from Moore. And the second one rattles down and back to a 1-point game. Adam, defended by Mazidar. Big dribble handoff by Mojan. And now here's Raza, gets the screen. Mismatch now by Raza Laku. A great contest, no good. A shot clock violation. And Laku's defense, both on the perimeter and on the inside, has been on full display here in this first quarter.
Mohawk did a great job of setting that up. They just couldn't pull it off in time.
Maybe a chance to go 2 for 1 for NC. 14-second game clock, shot clock differential. As Mesidar will have a chance to go to the stripe. Has only shot 3 free throws all season long. 2 for 3 on the campaign.
Seen a lot more action now than earlier on in the season.
Throughout the first half of the year, he was the best three-point shooter by a percentage. Shot 10 of 29 as the first is good. And in 2026, MJ, of course, 52% from 3 is unsustainable. I don't care who it is, even if you're Steph Curry. Well, I don't know about that, but
maybe only if you're Steph Curry.
Yeah, but he's gone 0 for 10 in 2026, and now at 34.5%, which is great, of course. But that just shows how hot of a start he had, that you can go on a cold streak like this and still be a plus 3-point shooter. Raza, up fake, into the paint. Now with LeBlanc. He puts it up, and a good vertical contest out of K2 and Chris Spann. Now shot clock turned off. 8 seconds to go. Here's Moore, defended by Raza. Ladu will set the screen. Moore gets doubled, and Raza will put it up, no good. And a good smart double out of Mohawk, as it looked like.
I think K2 really had a plan with that one.
Not only that, but you send 2 bodies at him, and if you give it over to Laku, who has not shot the ball well, I mean, all season long. He's 3 of 12 from the field all year, 1 of 7 from downtown. If he has a wide open 3 and makes it, you live with that. You'd rather that than a shot from Caden Moore, who, I mean, he's been this team's best player in the second half so far. Again, 16 points per game, 53-53 splits out of him. A lights-out three-point shooter now in the season, 42.5% from downtown.
So far, a defensive battle, I would say.
NC with the 1-point advantage, and Mohawk has been held to 3 of 20 from the floor, and NC 5 of 16 from the floor, 2 of 10 from downtown for Mohawk, 7 of 10 from the stripe. Of course, that's not what you want, them getting 10 free throw attempts. Surely that should go down. NC 5 of 6 from the stripe, but both teams have not been able to shoot from the floor well. But I mean, if you're Mohawk, we had this discussion before. You're 2 of 10 from 3, you're 3 of 20 from the field, and you're only down by 1.
Yeah, Niagara should be a little further ahead than they currently are.
And I mean, let's not act like Mohawk isn't one of the best offenses in the league. 4th best offense in the Eastern Conference, 4th best points per game against in terms of defense, 3rd best field goal percentage, and a 33% three-point percentage, one of the better percentages in the OCAA. They can certainly play offense. It's just a bit of a cold stretch, not only here but outside, as we had some snow throughout today. There was some sleet throughout the afternoon.
Really, that's been the story of the Knights this season. If they could just get a little more consistent on offense, they would put themselves in much better positions.
And 2 fouls picked up on Joseph Buckley. Didn't see him much in that first quarter. He made that 3 on that left wing, and we haven't seen him much since. Of course, difference of Benhay picking up 2 of his own. And credit to Ladu Laku. He's come into this game and brought that presence that we've seen out of difference all season long as he comes back into the game for the second quarter.
Yeah.
So here's Scott Jenkins. Spent 4 years at Queens before coming over to Mohawk, defended by Samuel. Into the paint, picked off by Caden Moore. Moore off of his foot. Raza nearly gets it. NC having to be careful. A heads-up play by Caden Moore to get it past the half court. Would have been an 8-second violation. Mezier in the corner for Samuel. An air ball, and it's picked up by Mercury. Mercury dishes out for Afoma, and it's put up and in. Mercury, a willing passer for this Mohawks team. Mesidar gets stripped, and now on 2-on-1, it's over up and missed by Mercury as Mesidar gets the rejection into the corner. Good closeout by Samuel, put up and no good. McBenhay gets the rebound. Samuel unable to handle it for a moment. NC hoping to just slow things down. Here's Mesidar, defended at the top of the key by Chong. Span thought about it. He'll drive in. He's going to get called for the offensive foul. That's his second. So now 3 players, including your 2 starting guards, with 2 fouls on the board as Joseph Buckley comes back into the game.
Putting Coach Hill in a tough position.
On the flip side of things, Dante Richards with 2 personal fouls, and this one. Now here's Jenkins, defended by Meziar. Backing down more is Mercury. The fall-away shot is no good. Buckley with the board. Buckley in the backcourt, into the corner, Samuel. Here's Buckley, top of the key. In the corner, Moore. It's off the foot of Amofa. It'll stay with NC with 9 on the shot clock.
Jerry, watch, Jerry's taking corner.
It'll be Moore to inbound. As it's out with Samuel, 8 on the shot clock. Moore in the corner, contested shot, contested make for Caden Moore. A sniper from 3-point range gets his first tray of the day.
He's been known to make those.
Wide open for 3 is Amofa. Offensive rebound put in by Raza.
Getting bailed out right there.
And I mean, for Amofa, he's only shot now 5 threes on the season. You'll live with that open corner 3 as Buckley takes it up and in through contact, and he steps over Raza.
Coach Hilton wanted to call on that one.
Spin move, getting past Benhay is Amofa. A nice move, getting past Difference. And now here's Moore. Moore defended by Raza. Another pass out for Meziar. He'll try the tray and make it. Stephen John Meziar gets out of his cold streak from 3. Into the corner, and the turnover as we'll see Noah Lee come back into this game.
A little high on that one.
Here's Benhay. Handoff for Samuel. Good screen set. Buckley, he'll try the tray, no good. And it'll be out of bounds. It'll go to Mohawk, but a good look certainly off the screen and roll.
Yeah, a little wide left, but not an unreasonable 3.
And Buckley's one of those guys who you want, not necessarily want, but you're comfortable with him taking those difficult 3s. Of course, 4th in the OCAA in 3s made this season. As it's open, top of the key, wide open is Adam. No good. Benhay's hands on it, and the rebound picked up by Kalura. Lee defending Kalura. Open and stepping in with the left is no good, and the putback is up and in by Mercury, getting on the boards, averaging 6 rebounds this season.
2 putbacks in about a minute. Mohawk.
Here's Buckley. Getting swarmed as he looks to pass with 10 on the shot clock in for Lee. Lee gets doubled in the corner, finding Buckley. Poor spacing from NC. Has a great cut from Stephen John Mesidar with 5 points here in this second quarter. And a dive by Mesidar, who's been all over the place in this second quarter, MJ. Of course, the offense, as I believe Mesidar is going to get called for a foul. And that's going to be his third, MJ. And more foul trouble continuing for NC. 2 on Buckley, 2 on difference, and 2 on C3.
Like I said, tough position for Coach Hill. He might have to go a little deep in the bench later on in this game.
Down into the post with Stewart. Fall away jump shot, no good, pardon me, by Kalura. And the rebound picked up by Adam. Put up another offensive rebound, rejected. And Igbenhe has it, but loses it. Here's Richards, open for 3, no good. As Igbenhe brings down the rebound.
Laku looking to check back in.
Moore nearly loses it as Moore gets doubled and fouled. You've seen a lot of doubles at K2 here in this one.
Yeah, Niagara's gonna have to get a little bit more aware of needing to come in and help on those. Because as we saw, Niagara almost lost that ball.
So we'll see Coach Laquan with a bigger lineup here. K2 onto the bench, and now into the game is Laku. So 2 big lineup for NC. Of course, Laku with a strong first quarter. It's in for Samuel. Lee. Defended by Richards. 8 on the shot clock, out for Igbenhe. Difference. And he's going to get fouled. Maybe a bit of a bailout there by Kale Kalura, the bronze medalist and part of the 2023 Mohawk Mountaineers team. Lee, spin move, up with the right, he'll go to the strike. And Noah Lee, certainly in this one and previous games, it seems like his confidence has really blossomed. And we've seen it here so far. He had his career high in points the other day, but even just his poise, like I said, confidence is really starting to show through here in this one.
Yeah, for sure, because there was a period of time where we didn't see a whole lot of action on him off the bench. But as you mentioned, as you're saying, he's found his place.
So Lee makes the first. Lee shooting 6 of 9, now 7 of 10 from the charity stripe this season. And as it's over to Jackson. Kalura calling for the screen. Waganetti into the corner, now with Adam. 6 on the shot clock, into the paint. Now with Jackson put up and in. And back to 1 possession game. Lee pressured in the backcourt, taken right away from Noah Lee. As Jalen Jackson, as the buzzer goes off, Samuel stopped playing as Laku gets pressured in the half court. It's Benhay. A couple bodies on him, good presence, and poised to kick it out. Buckley into the corner, Samuel, and it's turned over. NC starting to leak some oil here.
Not sure what happened there with the buzzer.
One thing that I was always taught is to play to the whistle. You didn't hear a whistle on that play. And NC nearly cost him some points. A strong drive to the dish by Waganetti. And now Mohawk retakes the lead as Coach Laquan will take his first timeout in this first half. As Benhay a little bit shaken up as they'll talk things over, but MJ, the defense has really on both sides of the equation has kind of done a 180. NC's defense has started to slow down a bit, and Mohawk's defense is really started to pick up. You mentioned that first quarter, Mohawk shot 3 of 20. They've shot 16 field goals in less than 7 minutes, and they're 7 of 16 here in this third quarter.
Yeah, one of the tough things for Niagara is that they've got some real foul issues currently, so there's only so much they can do defensively without putting themselves in an even worse position.
And if you're Coach Laquan, it's either risk getting someone into 3 fouls before half, or going to someone else in the rotation that maybe doesn't have that defensive presence. I mean, we haven't seen any Fisher Jackson here today. He started against Humber on January the 9th, I believe it was. And of course, towards the end of that game, it was Benhay off the bench and Laku who got some minutes and ultimately led difference to getting his athlete of the week for his performance against Humber. So out of the timeout, Caden Moore back into the game, and now here's Buckley. Buckley with the runner, bouncing around and in, and NC retakes the lead.
Yeah, coming back to the lineup, Coach Hill, they're willing to try different lineups and play pretty tight lineups overall for the season.
And I mean, that's one thing I think that plays in favor for a guy like a Noah Lee, like a defensive Benhay. But Noah Lee was a guy who was in the rotation for a little bit and then was out for a while. You see Sky go down with injury. He plays, I guess, a disqualification. He plays well, and he's now the 6th man of this team.
Yeah. Niagara's had a couple 6 men this season.
And even Chris Spann, who started off the bench, and has flourished as probably the team's 2nd best player behind Joseph Buckley. He was so good for NC in November. There's a miscommunication there. Adam will be put up, and a shot clock violation. I think Spann got his hands on it. Nonetheless, wouldn't have mattered. Probably, if you're Mohawk, you'd rather the shot clock violation, so NC can't run in transition.
Good defense by Niagara in that possession.
And Moore's being called for the offensive foul. And Kalura will pick up the charge. That's Moore's 2nd of the game, and now 6 players for Coach Laquan with 2 fouls. Mesidar, Moore, Buckley, Lee, Benhay, and of course Christopher Spann, who we really haven't seen much of in this second half. Screen set by Jackson. Open for 3 is Adam. He'll drive in, dish into the paint, and we'll get a travel called. At his season high of rebounds was Aguirre against Lambton on the 16th. Inside the 2-minute mark of this second quarter, here's Buckley. Buckley, Spann. In for more in the corner. He'll try the corner 3 yet again, no good, an air ball, and a chance to run for Mohawk. Open for 3 is Kalura. It's too strong, and the rebound comes back with Kale Kalura. Mohawk getting ready to make a mass substitution. As it's put up in a good contest by NC. A great pass from Laku. And 1 on 2 the other way. Buckley gets fouled, and he'll go to the stripe for a pair.
Dangerous play, but it worked out.
Laku is only averaging 0.3 assists per game. That was a beautiful dish from Lado. It'll be Buckley making his first trip to the line here today. A 85% free throw shooter. As the first for Buckley is good. And the second for Joe is nothing but net. NC back up by 3. Mercury trying to dish for Amofa, not on the same page. And with 69 seconds left, NC with a chance to make it a 2-possession game.
Laku almost got his hands on that one.
Buckley past half. And for Laku. Buckley on the wing. Out for Span. Open for 3. And no good for Span, leaving it short. Bit of a line drive on that shot. 48 seconds left in the half. Nearly taken away by Span. The runner up and in by Iverson Chong. And maybe a chance for NC to go 2 for 1. Buckley, they'll put it up. He gets fouled. Both teams in the bonus throughout the rest of this fourth quarter. It'll be Buckley's second trip to the line in about 2 minutes. And coming up at halftime, MJ, I don't know if you saw it or not, but a couple days ago, Sky Samuel and Christopher Span, both from Atlanta, did some Canadian trivia. So that's coming up at halftime. I watched it for the game today. It is really, really funny. I'm sure you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm going to go on a limb and say that might be Chuckle Fest.
As Span now defending Iverson Chong. It's over and put up, and no good. Rebound taken away, and now a 1-point game inside 10 seconds left in the second quarter. Buckley taking his time. Buckley looking for Span at the end of the buzzer, no good. And that'll do it for the first half. NC with the 1-point advantage through 20 minutes. Joseph Buckley leading all scorers with 11 points.
Hopefully you were gentle with the Canadian trivia questions.
And you look at the points in the paint, I think I was. We'll let them think. But one thing we talked about in terms of rebounding, you look at the points in the paint, Mohawk with 20 points in the paint, NC with 10. Niagara has been able to make their free throws and their threes at a half-decent clip, but Mohawk has been so dominant in the paint, 12 offensive rebounds compared to Niagara's 1.
Yeah, really a story of the evening, both for the women's team earlier and the men's. Now, getting those boards can make all the difference between a win and a loss.
As we'll send it down to Sky and Chris's Canadian trivia. We'll step aside for a few minutes here at halftime.
Hey guys, Joseph Buckley here. I'm with Chris, I'm with Sky, and welcome to Canadian Trivia. What is the capital of Canada?
Ontario. Ontario.
Wrong.
Hey, wait, what? He said the capital of Canada. There's no way that's a thing. That's like the capital of the United States.
Yeah, that made no sense, bro.
Bro, what? There's a capital of Canada.
What?
One of our teammates lives there.
Oh, no.
Montreal.
No.
What? What?
No.
You want to just tell us the capital, bro?
The capital?
That's what you asked.
Yeah. I'm waiting until you guys get it.
Sounds like
Oh, wait.
Ottawa.
Yeah, you got it.
What?
There are 10 provinces in Canada. Name 5.
Quebec, Montreal, Ontario.
Wait. Name them again. Quebec.
Montreal.
No. There's
Oh
no.
no! Wait, go.
I got it.
Bro, there's too many.
Quebec,
Okay.
Ontario,
Okay.
British Columbia,
Yeah, I was
Alberta.
Okay.
What's the top one? Nova Scotia.
Yeah, we get it. What are Canada's national sports? Summer and winter.
Is it? Move.
hiking
Okay.
and
You said hiking?
hockey,
Okay, hockey.
lacrosse.
Yeah, you got it.
What?
All right.
I would definitely gonna say curling.
All right. This is a great question. You guys should know this one. Who is Tim Horton?
Who is Tim
The
Horton?
owner of the coffee place.
No.
Who is he then? He's just a guy from Canada. He created coffee.
He created a coffee shop.
Before that.
He founded Canada.
Okay, he opened Tim Hortons, but what did he do?
Went to Niagara.
He did not go to Niagara. He did not.
Okay, what sport did he play?
Curling.
Basketball.
Tim Horton ain't play no basketball. Golf.
We're in Canada. Guys, we're in Canada.
Hockey.
Yes.
Oh.
Canada has 7 NHL teams. Name 3 outside of Toronto.
The Montreal Blackhawks.
You don't know that.
The Montreal what?
No way he knows that.
They're
Montreal
like the
what?
Blackhawks. Somebody got the Blackhawks up here.
No, that's not up here.
The Ice Dogs.
What? Yo, he's just naming stuff.
I don't know what he's naming.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. They probably got Calgary, something.
Calgary what?
River Lions.
It's an element.
Yo, what?
It's an element.
Oh, fire.
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
What? You give him that?
It's Calgary Flames.
No, we're not giving him that.
No, I gotta give him that. There have been 2 Canadians to win NBA MVP. Who are they?
Shea Gilgeous Alexander?
You don't even know the other one.
I don't?
No.
If I say the wrong name, I'd be so mad. Jamal. Wait, Jamal ran that?
Oh my gosh!
Shea Gilgeous Alexander and
That's 2 Canadian? Oh my gosh!
No, wait.
gosh, no.
Yeah,
No.
time, 5,
No.
4, 3, 2, Sky.
Steve Nash and Shea.
You got it. Spell color. Damn.
My bad.
You heard my button.
wait.
What? COLOR.
I got it. Buzz.
Buzz. All right. Nah, wrong.
COULOR.
What?
What?
C-O.
What?
Don't y'all spell it different?
What do you say?
What?
Wait, say it again.
COLUR.
That's what he said. Is that what he said?
No, that's not what I said at first.
But he
I
switched
said
it up anyway.
No, you're wrong. Go.
COLUR.
What?
I mean,
No, you go.
COLOUR.
Bro, y'all don't spell color.
Okay, yeah.
Let's do it. There we go.
COLOUR. I said it the first time.
No, he didn't.
No, you didn't.
COLOUR?
No, you didn't. You
You said
No,
C-O-L-O-R.
I said COLOUR.
No, you said UR.
Oh, I said, wait, no, say it again?
COLUR. That's what you said.
No, what did
You
you
said
say?
C-O-L-R. You said C-O-L-O-R.
That's what I said. Is that right? That's how you spell
No.
color. In
No.
America, that's how you spell color.
just a few moments away from the second half between the Mountaineers and the NC Knights. Alex Vandenhack, MJ Graham. It's only a 1-point game, but a tale of two stories in terms of rebounding and points in the paint. NC has only 13 rebounds, Mohawk has 24, and the stat that I think is the most alarming is Mohawk has 12 offensive rebounds.
Yeah. As I said earlier on in the broadcast, it's really been a story of both, not just the women's game, but the men's game. Getting those rebounds, be they offensive or defensive, can really make or break you at the end of the game.
And, I mean, you talk about rebounding. If you're Coach Laquan, you're saying, okay, we've given up, as we'll take a look at that jump shot from Noah Lee, but you've given up 12 offensive rebounds in the first half, and you're winning by only 1. Your defense has been terrific, only 28.6%, allowed 13% from 3. If you're Coach Laquan, you have to say to the guys, hey, they might be getting rebounds. We got to fix that, of course. But they're not scoring on these chances. They're only shooting 28.6%.
Which has to be worrying, yeah.
And you look at Mohawk, they have the third best field goal efficiency in the OCAA at 44.8. And this is a Mohawk team that's undefeated at home and 4-3 on the road. NC kind of they're not undefeated at home, but in terms of a drastically better home and away record, NC 3-2 at home, on the road 1-6.
And that could easily be 5-0 were it not for a couple of late buckets.
And that only win on the road coming to Canada, who will be here on Sunday. But NC, of course, needs to be better on the road, but it's almost been a tale of, like you said, two different teams at home and on the road.
Yeah. Another big key for the Knights in the second half is going to be the fact that they're in foul trouble. They're going to have to let some points go and just make up for it on offense.
There's 6 players with 2 fouls for NC, including Noah Lee, who's got 2 of his own. Buckley, Mesidor, Moore, Ben Hay, and Christopher Spann, all with 2 fouls. Christopher Spann has not scored yet in this first half. Has only attempted 2 field goal attempts. And I talked about in the previous game, Vendatelli, 2026 has not been treating her right. Same with Christopher Spann. He averaged 16.6 points per game in November, 3.8 steals on 43-35 splits. You look at his stats for 2026, 8.3 points, 27 from the field, 26.6 from downtown.
Taking a look at some shots from earlier on in the game right here.
Nick Ben Hay getting on the glass. He has 3 rebounds. Granted, hasn't played a ton because of foul trouble. He picked up 2 first quarter fouls. And I think for Coach Laquan, it might have to cause him to go deeper into his bench. We've only seen 7 guys here today: Buckley, Mesidor, Moore, Lee, Igbenhay, Spann, and Samuel. And in terms of guys who've played, of course, 5 of them being starters, and Laku, of course, who didn't score in the first half, but I mean, has had probably the biggest impact on the game outside of Joseph Buckley. His defense, and Mezier as well, but his defense was so good in that first and second quarter.
If they can get Laku a couple good looks and a couple makes in the down low, that'll really go a long way to making the defense stay honest.
And I mean, that'll give you a 1-2 punch of bigs for Coach Laquan. And of course, you have Isaiah Panam, who's hurt. And if you get him back in the mix, that's 3 bigs that you can trust defensively. Here's Samuel. Nick Benhay, top of the key. Spin move. Trying to go up with the left. It's too strong. Spann nearly getting there. Getting his hands on it, and it's picked up by Amofa. Amofa with a second chance look. And we'll get a foul. We'll see Christopher Spann say it hit his hand. A delay of game warning has been assessed to NC.
Span, I believe, was a little animated after that one.
The first is no good. The foul is going to go on Chris Span, so that's 3 for Chris. So we'll see how his minutes are managed towards the end of this game.
That was also a great example of what I was talking about, where Niagara's going to have to let some of those points go if they want to stay in foul trouble in the second half of this game.
Buckley passing it through Spanis. He takes a hard fall, and it won't be called. And a chance now the other way. Benhay trying to get the block on Chong, as the physicality in this game beginning to pick up. Mohawk back on top.
Niagara's all over the map right now.
Samuel drives in and one for Skylar Samuel. A bunch of bodies on him, and he'll go to the line for a chance to make the three-point play.
Bit of an explosive start to the beginning of the second half.
And the free throw no good for Skylar Samuel, who has not been to the free throw line all much this year. He was around 5 attempts last year and has been to the line a total of 20 times, including that attempt. 11 of 20 on the campaign. Into the corner now with Jenkins. Into the corner, open is Raza, couldn't handle that ball. 2 seconds on the shot clock. It's put up and in at the end by Adam. And now here's Buckley. Buckley, he'll sidestep and get fouled. And MJ, at least for me, that feels like a bailout shot or a bailout foul, because there was no sense of urgency offensively. It just led to a sidestep three. Of course, Buckley, great three-point shooter, but that's not the shot that you want.
Yeah, that falls into the category of no, no, no. All right.
As the first is good for Buckley, make him 5 of 5 from the stripe this evening. Went 4 of 4 in the first.
Joe, table, that's up.
The game is tight as this. Converting these free throws is also a big clutch for the Knights.
And Buckley ties this one up at 39. The official thought Lee was coming into the game, but he's going onto the bike. So we got a brief stoppage. As Buckley now defending Adam. Pressure into the paint. And a tough finish from Scott Jenkins. Known as a three-point shooter, but he can certainly get it up to the cup and finish. 45% from the field, 42% from three. Buckley over for Samuel, 10 on the shot clock. Samuel, spin move, wanted to step back. What a dish! The difference, Benhay.
A little razzle-dazzle.
A deep three from Jenkins. No good. As Samuel brings down the board. Samuel into the corner now with Buckley. He tries the tray and knocks it down. Joseph Buckley gets his second three of the day. Moore with good hands. Moore picks it up. He'll try the three, no good. And it's Samuel on the board, so he'll put it up and in. Skylar Samuel with the second and one of the half. And NC starting to flip a switch here, MJ.
Yeah, great pair of sequences from the Knights. You had that initial tray, and then you had some great heads-up awareness by K2. And coming back to what I was saying earlier, the key to that second half of that sequence was cleaning up that offensive board.
Samuel makes the second, or makes his first of 2 attempts here today. As Chong calling out a play up by 6 here in this third quarter. Floater is up and short. Igbenhe with the strong rebound. Here's Buckley. He'll take it up with the right and in. Joseph Buckley cooking in this third quarter. 8 points in less than 3 minutes. Joseph Buckley has taken over. He had a career high in points with 30 against Lambton. And I mean, has been the reason why this team is now up by 8 in the third quarter.
Take a look at that last sequence right there.
Maybe even could have been a foul. But Buckley, of course, known as the three-point shooter, rightfully so. But he can get to the cup and finish too.
Yeah. And so far out of the half, Niagara has really done a great job of adjusting, not getting ahead of themselves, being smart, not turning the ball over, and hustling on the boards.
And there's a look at that group in discussion with Coach Laquan and Coach Mark Taylor. When the free throw by Samuel was being shot, Buckley and Mark Taylor had a bit of an animated discussion as the bench is fired up after this recent rally. 3 timeouts left for NC in the half, 2 for Mohawk. It'll be in the backcourt for Mohawk out of the timeout. Here's Chong, top of the key. Kalura loses when he gets fouled, and that's going to be 4 on Skylar Samuel. So that's going to probably do it for the third quarter.
Yeah. Was it on Skylar or was it on Chris?
Span's certainly frustrated. And you can see Laquan putting his arm around his shoulder. And the spin move is kicked out. 2 on the shot clock, going to have to put it up. And it's no good. Good contest from Skylar Samuel. And now here's Buckley. Samuel was calling for it. Lee on the right wing. Lee nearly loses it. And he stumbles on that non-contact play. Glad he's okay. Scary for a moment. And now here's Raza, top of the key. Raza over for Mercury. He puts up the 3 and knocks it down. And Mohawk strikes first out of that timeout. Here's Moore. He loses it, and he's down behind the plate. As it's back over, as we'll get a whistle. And we've seen a couple times now players going down on those non-contact plays. Looks like he's going to be okay. And a break for NC after the fast break getting blown dead. Raza nearly lost it. Defended by Buckley. 15 on the shot clock. Moore with good hands, and the ball's free. Samuel knocks it free again, and now a chance on the fast break. Here's Samuel. He gets stripped of the ball. It'll stay with NC. And Kale Kalura thought it was off of Sky. As we'll see a couple substitutions for Mohawk. It'll be Anthony Raginetti and Paul Omofa back into the game. Pardon me. JJ Ikuroda. It's back out with Sky. 19 on the shot clock. Samuel, defended by Rajitani. 2 on him. Igbenhe loses it top of the key. And his bodies collide. Buckley now with it. 7 on the shot clock. Buckley pulls up and can't knock it down. Rims out. And Raza now the other way. Good hands by Noah Lee, looking like a corner back there.
Yeah. Play for the Bears. One thing to note there, it's been 3 or 4 sequences, maybe not exactly in a row, but where a Niagara Knight has hit the deck with the ball in their hands.
Bit of a scrambled play by Mohawk, able to recover the ball as Raza drives in, defended by Ben Hay, and a tough finish. A good contest by Joseph Buckley. Gonna have to live with that result.
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, you're gonna have to let some points go given the foul situation for the Knights.
Buckley already with 2 fouls here so far, has taken over here in his third quarter. 8 points in the quarter, 19 on the day. Buckley steps in. Moore, top of the key, defended by Raza. Moore drives in off the window, can't finish. And Ben Hay with the offensive board.
As we've been saying all night long, those offensive boards are really going to be making right.
Mohawk has not had an offensive rebound yet in this third quarter. Span off the inbounds play, no good. And the rebound brought down by Mohawk. Open for 3 is Kalura. He'll set, fire, and make. And a 7-0 run out of the timeout. And a good response by Mohawk as they have it back down to a 1-point game.
Yeah, whatever adjustment Mohawk made out of that timeout definitely worked for them. And ideally, I think Coach Hilton is hoping the same thing could be true of the Knights out of this one.
Of course, Joseph Buckley had that huge run. Sorry, MJ. And Mohawk has been able to respond and knock down their shots. We'll take a look at that last 3 ball by Mohawk. And I mean, wide open for 3 was Kalura, who, I mean, hasn't shot much this year, only 2 attempts. He made his season debut on January the 10th, but there's not anybody, if any, that you want to leave wide open like that. As there's a look at Fisher, Carter, and Stassi listening over to the huddle. But I mean, Niagara is still in a good spot. They've been able to clean it up on the boards. And NC has shot the ball well. 41% from the floor, 28% from 3, which I guess isn't great, but again, 15 of 17 from the line.
This has been something that the Knights have really needed to work on all season. They'll have a couple minutes of great offense, but then they'll have some long stretches where they just go totally stagnant.
Here's Lee, 10 on the shot clock. Lee spin moves, pulls up from the elbow. It's too strong and brought down by Kalura. Kalura thought about the 3. It's back out and into the corner for Raza. And it's an air ball. The girls team on the bleachers thought he stepped out of bounds as Samuel drives it up and in. Sky getting to the cup a few times here so far.
Strong finish.
Here's Mercury. And the rejection by Laku, sending it.
Laku's saying, not in my house.
Laku's first block in the OCAA. An emphatic one at that.
Sent that one into yesterday.
In the corner, thought about the 3 was Mercury. He's defended by Buckley. 5 on the shot clock. Mercury gets doubled. 3. He's gonna have to find it, and that'll be a shot clock violation. And a good defensive possession by NC out of the timeout. As Jalen Jackson will return into the game for Kareem Raza, who will have a seat, who's been, I mean, Mr. Consistent, 11 points per game in October, 12.8 in November, and 12 on the dot here this January as Buckley has to pass, and it's off of Laku. It'll stay with NC. Kareem Raza, 6 points here today, 2 of 6 from the floor, 4 boards as well. Here's Mazador. Quick first step. He'll take it up to the cup and in off the glass. Had 9 points in the first half. He gets right back on the board. Here's Mercury. Thought about it. Into the corner for Jackson. Bad pass as Jackson will stop up wide open for 3 is Mercury. As it's no good. Offensive rebound picked up by Kuroda. It'll stay with Mohawk. As we'll see difference. Igbenhe return back into this game for Skylar Samuel. Coach Laquan going back to the 2 big lineup.
Hey, Jerry.
Here's Kalura, defended by K2. Igbenhe, good contest, but a better bucket by Ike Rhoda at the end of the shot clock, and it's back down to a 1-possession game.
You got to live with that so Benhe doesn't pick up the foul.
Mesidor open for 3 is K2, and it's no good. Not the guy you want to leave open for 3 if you're Mohawk. And now here's Johnson.
That pass was about K2's shins.
The 3 no good, and we'll get a offensive foul on JJ Ikeroda. That'll be his second. So Laku will have a seat, a well-deserved rest at that. And it's back into the backcourt with Meziar. K2 with the runner, cashes it down as Moore now up to 9 points. Here's Jenkins, over for Jackson. Jackson gets stripped by Moore as we'll get a kickball called. I think Caden thought the foul was on him, but there was a foul on him. That'll be NC ball. As we'll see Elton Adam return back into this game, who's had a rough January so far, 2.7 points per game in 3 games played, has 3 points here today on 1 of 9 from the floor and 1 of 3 from downtown.
For viewers at home that don't have smell-o-vision, it wouldn't be a Niagara Knights game if at some point during the evening there was not the waft of fresh fries make its way into the broad booth.
Here's Moore coming out of the backcourt. Back for Igbenhe, top of the key. Fake the handoff, nearly lost it. 10 on the shot clock, he'll take it up and in. As Richards wanted the charge, he won't get it. And Igbenhe now up to 5 points. Igbenhe nearly got his hands on that one.
Playing it smart though.
As Mesidor will give it over for Igbenhe. Igbenhe driving in, he'll try again and succeed again. That's 4 straight for difference, making the difference. And now here's Jenkins. Adam driving in against Igbenhe. Rebound picked up by Mlad John. And that's going to be 2 free throws for him as Mesidor picks up his 3rd.
As we've mentioned several times now, Niagara's done a good job of letting those points go, but in that instance, Mesidor just couldn't help but get a hand in there.
So part of me, it'll be side out. No more fouls to give. For Niagara. Handoff into the corner with Jenkins. Jenkins with the runner. No good. The rebound brought down by Buckley. Buckley, maybe a chance for a 2-for-1. 18-second game clock, shot clock differential. Igbenhe. He'll try the three. No good. Igbenhe has not made a three this season. Now 0 of 10 from downtown. 2-second game clock, shot clock differential. The elbow shot, baseline, that is good by John, as the shot clock's turned off with 5 seconds left. Igbenhe loses it, maybe a chance for Mohawk. It'll have to be a half-court shot, as it's no good by Mlajan. And NC outscoring Mohawk by 4 in that third quarter. NC has been able to outscore or have it tied in all 3 quarters here so far through 3.
Niagara doing a great job of staying out of foul trouble that quarter.
With the exception, of course, to Christopher Spann. But one thing I want to talk about, we talked about the defensive rebounding for NC. Mohawk had 12 rebounds through the first half, and only in that third quarter they had only 1.
Gonna be taking a look at a layup right here.
For Mr. Igbenhe, could have been a charge. But Igbenhe, of course, a hustle guy, has 7 points on the day here so far, 6 rebounds. A double-double could be in play. As you can see in the corner of your screen, some work on difference being done on his bicep elbow area. He took a fall, I think cut himself.
To your point, though, as we mentioned at the half, boards were going to be a real make or break for this game, and Niagara's done a great job of adjusting on the boards.
As we look at Lado's first career block in the OCAA, an emphatic one at that.
He'll want to get that one on a scissor reel. Looks like difference is all patched up, ready to go.
So the Mohawk ball out of the timeout / quarter intermission, whatever you want to call it. And into the backcourt is Iverson Chong. Defended by Lee. Jenkins trying to find Jenkins off the pin down. And it's back with Adam. 8 on the shot clock. Adam over for Jenkins. 3 to go. He's going to have to put it up. He drives into the corner. Up and no good. I don't think it was off in time.
Yeah, that looked like a shot clock violation to me.
Regardless, a miss and a dead ball turnover, as it'll be Buckley in the backcourt. Some pressure in the backcourt from this Mountaineers defense. Here's Buckley. Looking for more. It's taken away by Raza, who gets hit up high. Igbenhe trying to get back, and it's up and in by Elton Adam.
Made the right call there. I know it hurts, but better than picking up the transition foul.
Here's Moore, kicking out for Buckley. Thought about it. It's out for Laku. Laku, he'll take it up with the right. No good. Igbenhe trying to get on the boards. He gets there and puts it up and in. Igbenhe now up to 9 points and 7 boards.
Cleaning up under the basket.
I mean, that's his sweet spot. And a great contest that's going to get called for a foul. That's going to be different, his third of the game. Had 2 fouls in the first quarter and was able to be disciplined. He'll stay in the game. That's, of course, where Laku came into the game as the first. No good by Scott Jenkins. Known as a very good three-point shooter. He's only attempted, this will be his 10th attempt of the season, 7 of 9. As he takes that deep breath and splits them.
I wonder when we'll see Span come back into the game.
Span, of course, with 4 personals. And it's Noah Lee calling for the screen with Samuel. Here's Moore driving in, Alfred Ben-Hay. 10 on the shot clock. Samuel drives in, Buckley in the corner for 3. He rattles it down and in. Buckley now up to 22 points. And Caden Moore forces the turnover with Buckley in the vicinity and a chance for NC to put it up to double digits.
Niagara's really been bringing it on defense, not just throughout this game, but in this quarter.
The last time Niagara has won at home was November the 15th against Redeemer, as it's taken away by Elton Adam. As we'll get a foul called on Sky. That'll be his first.
Sky should have let that one go.
To be fair, Sky hasn't committed the personal foul up until that point. Of course, Buckley was in the vicinity as well, has 2 personals. NC really struggled with foul trouble in the first half, and Kyrgyzstan have been able to stay disciplined in this one here so far. Raza will take it up on it. Ben-Hay, a tough finish, as it's back down to a 2-possession game. Lee defended by Adam. 15 seconds. Lee will take it in with the right, and he wanted the foul, but won't get it. And Lee up to 8 points on the evening. Open for 3 is Jenkins, no good. Samuel on the boards, and it's Joseph Buckley now. Lee in the corner, Samuel open for 3 is K2. He'll drive in, pull up from mid-range. As it can't fall, McBenhay gets the turnover. Samuel drives in, tough finish for Sky as he's up to 9 points. Into the corner, Raza, he'll try the contested 3, no good. And Samuel brings down the board. That's his 6th. Nearly losing it was Ben-Hay. He'll try and back down and get rejected by Chong. Raza into the corner, open for 3 is Adam off the top of the backboard. And Moore will slow things down. A chance to get it to double digits. Moore from the mid-range. And he says that's a bucket. That's exactly what it is. As NC up by 11. Chong, he'll try the 3 and stop the bleeding. No good. Raza gets the board and puts it up and in. Back to a 3-possession game. Here's Moore driving in, kicking Buckley. Wide open in the corner. Joseph Buckley up to 25 points on the day. Had 30 against Lambton, his season high. And I mean, he's got a chance to break that here in this one. MJ has only taken 10 shots.
And not overly zealous with his shot selection. Also, that looked more like a stumble than a foul.
As Christopher Span was thought to be checking in. He'll have a seat back on the bench, still with 4 fouls. Has only 1 rebound and 2 missed shots. Not the game that Christopher Span would have liked, as we'll get a foul. As it'll be free throws for Kale Kalura, who's only taken 4 shots here so far. Technically has played 5 seasons with Mohawk, but is considered a 4th year. Played 1 game last season and was given a year back of eligibility due to an injury. He made his season debut.
Well, we have a moment here. I just want to take a moment to thank the production team, because without their hard work, these games don't come to you.
That's absolutely right. As Kalura put in a lot of hard work in his injury rehab, he made his season debut on January the 10th. As now Mohawk has it down to 10 with 4 minutes left in this 4th quarter. Here's Lee dishing out for Buckley. Lee open for 3 in the corner. As Noah Lee knocks down the 3, the biggest lead of the game, up to 13. Sidestep 3 from Mercury is no good. Lee gets hit up high.
He checks me right there. He got black open. He said, you know what, boys, I got this one.
Lee now up to 11 points. 4 players for NC with 11 points on the day. Or more, of course, Buckley with 25, Samuel with 9, Ekbenhe with 9. But outside of those 7, you haven't had any offense for NC. As Span comes into the game in place of Stephen John Mesidor. Quickly off the inbounds, it's Mercury who puts it up. And as Mohawk continues to bring that pressure full court. Here's Buckley, he'll drive in and gets rejected, one of the goaltend. And now here's Kalura, he'll put it up and no good. Span picks up the foul, and that's going to do it for Christopher Span. He fouls out. It'll be free throws for Jerry Junior Mercury.
Is this a timeout?
I'm not sure. I didn't see a timeout get called or announced. And you can see the frustration on Christopher Span, who has struggled these last 4 games or so, but was so good in the month of November, averaging 16 points per game and 3.6 steals. I remember going back to that Redeemer game, it felt like he couldn't miss. And now the best case for the Mercury, for the Mohawks. Whoa, Mercury and the Mohawks.
Different league.
As the clock stops. As the first is good.
Niagara not in the clear yet.
And Mohawk has it down to a 3-possession game inside less than 4.5. Sky with it. Now here's Lee. Lee gets doubled and will get a foul on the Mountaineers. I believe it's going to be on Jalen Jackson. Yes, it will. That's his 3rd. Mohawk in the bonus throughout. Mohawk has committed 2 fouls so far. As Igbenhe may have gotten hit. Igbenhe now on Niagara. He'll put it up. And no good. Igbenhe may have been hit. A chance now to run for Mohawk. It's put up and rejected. And the foul called on Igbenhe. And that's now his 4th.
Looked like he got balled. Really, the referee felt differently.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
So foul trouble now for Igbenhe. I mean, if you're Mohawk, you're going to have to go right at him defensively. As that won't happen. Lado Lackey will check into the game.
I don't think we'll see difference back until the final stretch.
What do we got, Joe?
Difference a little bit shaken up. And for Mohawk, a chance to get it down to 7 with the clock stopped. First is no good for Niagara. 6 of 20 from the free throw line this season, make it 6 of 21.
All right, one shot, guys. One only. Thank you, guys. One. Noah, you heard that?
As the second's no good, brought down by Moore. Here's Samuel. Samuel defended by Rajanetti. Here's Buckley with 25 on the evening. Buckley out for Samuel, 5 on the shot clock. Screen set by Laku. Into the corner, Lee gonna have to put it up. He does, and nearly goes it off the glass. A good defensive possession out of Mohawk. Laku's gonna get called for the foul.
Would have preferred if he could have got his feet set there.
Sorry, Andrew, that's his first. As Coach Laquan's going to have to call a timeout, a good one at that. NC kind of falling apart a little bit inside the last 3.5 minutes. It is a 9-point game, but of course some missed free throws has costed the Mountaineers some precious points in this 4th quarter. You look at them on the day, 13 of 20 from the free throw line, and you look at them from 3 as well, MJ, 4 of 29. You tighten up one of, if not both of them, Mohawk's probably ahead right now.
Yeah, if Mohawk was a little bit more warm in the shooting department, this would be a much different game.
NC has shot the ball well, 7 of 20 from downtown, 27 of 57 from the floor, 15 of 7 from the stripe. Mohawk with their 67 points, 25 of 73, 34.2%, 4 of 29 from 3, 13.8, and from the line, 13 of 20, 65%.
Like I said earlier, Niagara's not in the clear yet. But if they can just put together maybe 2 or 3 offensive possessions in a row with a pair of stops, they'll officially have this game.
And Mohawk has lost their last game on Saturday against St. Clair, 93-77. And in jeopardy of losing 2 straight. And Mohawk, throughout the first half of the season, only lost 2 consecutive games once. That was against Humber and Conestoga at the end of the month, end of November, that is. As the first is no good. And I mean, if you're Coach Laquan, you actually probably prefer him at the line. Ike Rhoda, 6 of 20 coming into today. As the second, no good. Samuel picks up the rebound. As it's over with K2. Samuel. Defended by Raza. Samuel driving in, looking to pass. In for Lee, what a cut, but can't finish. He gets fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Now, what have we been saying all night? Boards make the difference.
And Noah Lee, probably the smallest guy on the court right now, gets the offensive rebound. Only averaging a rebound and a half per game. And in this one so far, I mean, has his second rebound, 11 points, 4 of 10 from the floor, make it 12, and 3 of 3 from the stripe.
One.
Lee makes them both.
Niagara choosing to stay back defensively.
A great contest by Ladu. Laku was a little shaken up. It's up and in. And back down to 9. Lee, spin move, out for Samuel. Buckley thought about the 3. He'll sidestep back up with Samuel. Samuel, he'll drive in with the left. And too strong and a chance now to run for Mohawk. The free throw line shot is no good. Rebound by Laku. You can see Coach DeQuan telling Scott to just slow things down inside 2 minutes and 20 seconds. The clock is not the friend of the Mohawk Mountaineers right now as it's back in with Lee. Lee, pull up, jump shot is pure. As he now has his career high in points with 15.
Under 2 minutes to go.
Step back 3 from Mercury, no good. And Laku gets the board. Here's K2, 100 seconds left in this one, looking for the dagger. K2 defended by Mercury. Looking up for Laku, tried the alley-oop. 14 on the shot clock. Out for more. Lee wide open for 3. No good, can't make it. One of those shots where maybe a little bit too open, MJ.
Timeout.
Yeah. I think if that shot dropped, the nightstands would have erupted.
And Niagara has had a rough go of it as of late, losing 3 straight. And granted, against some pretty good teams like Humber and St. Clair and of course Lambton. But if they were to get a victory here, it would be a statement win for them. As we'll take a look at that missed alley-oop by Laku. And good ball movement, which would find Noah Lee for 3 where he'd miss. But Lee, I mean, I said it before, he's become a really good piece for this NC Knights team. 15 points is season high, and I mean, if you're Coach Laquan, that's another piece you have in this backcourt. You can rotate between your 3 guards, between Lee, Span, and of course, Buckley.
On that last sequence, I think K2 should have just let that one fly. I appreciate the rotation, but he himself was very open.
So 83 seconds left, 1 timeout remaining for both sides. And Scott Jenkins back into the game for the Mountaineers. And it's back out here with Adam, defended by Samuel. Adam going to his left, trying to get past Sky. Good defense, he puts it up. And Sky a little bit too antsy, and that stops the clock. And a chance for Elton Adam at the line.
Sky did a really great job of defending up until that last second.
That's Sky's 3rd, and Elton Adam, 3 of 14 from the floor here today, 1 of 5 from downtown. Elton Adam has only shot 20 free throws all season long, 13 of 20. As the first is good, and a chance to bring it back down to a 3-possession game.
See if after this Mohawk employs the foul strategy, because they still have a foul to give.
with that in mind, Noah Lee's going to come back into the game. Roladu Laku.
Run it. Good to run. Red warning line.
And here's more in for Benhay. Full court pressure from Mohawk now, as that's going to be a foul. It'll be the first foul to give for Mohawk. And you're glad you have that instead of free throws for Benhay, who's a 56.7% free throw shooter this season. Moore in for Lee. Lee just happy to let the clock trickle down. Lee gets doubled. Moore, Samuel. As we'll get a foul on Skylar Samuel and a chance to get it up to as many as 11 points. And Sky on the day only has attempted 2 free throws. And he is only 9 of 17 on the season. Granted, last year, a 77.8% free throw shooter.
Coming back to halftime. Thank goodness this is a foul shot and not a Canadian trivia question.
So the first is good for Sky off the shooter's bounce. Now up to 10 points. And the second is good for Sky, back up to 11. As we'll see Laku back into the game for Benhay. Of course, Benhay with 4 personals, 1 point, 2 rebounds short of a double-double. And Chong's gonna go to the stripe. And a technical foul has been assessed on Caden Moore.
I believe that's his second here at home. Unclear what transpired.
I didn't see what happened, but you can't be giving up free points. So it'll be Kareem Raza to take the charity stripe technical foul. As it's good. If Mohawk makes these 2 free throws, it'll still be an 8-point game, but you'd rather it be a 9-point game than 8. And it'll be Iverson Chong at the stripe, 16 of 26 on the season, 1 of 2 today at 61.5%. Make it now 17 of 29 in the high 50s. A chance for him to split the free throws and make it a 3-possession game. No good. Lee in the backcourt. He gets fouled.
If Lee converts these, I think they might have first home victory in a minute.
The last one was against Redeemer on the 15th, of course, in part of Reunited Weekend. It would be nearly 2 months since the last time Niagara's won at home. Granted, they've only had, this is their second game since then. So a stat a bit misleading, but Niagara has been 3-2 at home with 2 losses right at the buzzer and 1-6 on the road. And now Mohawk's gonna have to get offense here quick. Here's Raza driving in. He puts it up and no good. Samuel with the rebound, and he'll go to the stripe. And a chance to put it up to as many as 14. And you have to think maybe now the white flag might be waved by the coaching staff of the Mountaineers.
Number 11,
See it, Coach Jared Miletto decides to not press the game any further.
As the first is no good from Samuel. 3 of 5 on the evening. So far looking to go 4 of 6.
Incidentally, I think if I heard Coach Jim Miletto correctly, he said chaos green light, so See what happens.
So now up to a 13-point game. Here's Jenkins letting the ball dribble up to save that clock. Jenkins over for Raza. He'll sidestep and try the three. It's no good. Moore comes down with the rebound and lost it. It'll go back to Mohawk. Or now a little bit shaken up. As we'll see Paul Amofa back into the game. Here's Adam, defended by Samuel, 38 on the shot game clock. Adam takes it in and misses the layup, and Sky gets fouled hard. I'm a little bit surprised that they're intentionally fouling, given the score of the game.
Yeah, perhaps a point from the Mohawk coaching staff being made to the team.
Samuel misses the first as his free throws continue to struggle, make him 4 of 8 on the day. And now here comes Jenkins. He'll try the three. It's no good. It'll be thrown off of Moore.
Nice little heads up play right there.
It's in for Jenkins. He'll take the layup and in.
That was a heck of a shot, folks.
As Moore gets tripled and he'll get fouled. It'll be Caden Moore who will head to the line.
Scott Jenkins made that bucket from behind, facing the opposite direction.
Scott Jenkins up to 5 points, 4 fouls, 2 boards. Of course, a very good facilitator and shooter, as Moore looks to put this game on ice as he makes the first. Moore makes them both, and it's now up to 13. Here's Raza. Raza, he'll put up the three. He'll get fouled. And that's Moore's 4th of the game.
Not a foul K2 needed to make.
To your point, I mean, when you're up by 13 with 14 seconds left, you almost just dare him to shoot. You step back and say, you make it, you make it. Because, I mean, the time is as big of a factor as the score at this point, as the first is good.
I appreciate the defensive intensity, but you're exactly right. You got to let that one go.
The second is good.
Big box, one.
You have to think maybe Raza will miss this free throw.
You should.
And he will make it, as Coach Hilton will call a timeout to advance the ball. That's his last.
So the Knights, after previously a heartbreaking loss, nice little victory coming out of tonight, and ideally they'll continue this on Sunday versus Canadore.
The corner three for Noah Lee, who set his career high in 2 of the last 3 games in points. Had 13 on the 16th of January against St. Clair. And of course here today with 17 points, 2 boards, 6 of 6 from the stripe, and 5-11 from the floor, 1 of 3 from downtown. Noah Lee on the season, MJ, coming into today, I should say, had shot 8 free throws, and today he's made 6. He only made 5 in the first part of the season, so he's made more free throws today than he has all season.
And we've seen that not just in basketball, but also with soccer, players really coming into their own. As the expression goes, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And a lot of these players have really stuck with it, found the rhythms as the season goes on.
So he bounced and turned over, played here by Raza. Shot clock turned off. And it's taken up and in on Lee, back down to an 8-point game. And Coach Gerald Lamello is incensed with his group. And it's a 10-point game with 7.8 left. I think an error on the scorer's table, an extra 0.6 seconds added on as Mohawk will pressure in the backcourt. No timeouts left for Laquan. Here's Buckley. He's going to get fouled. And Buckley, the chance to get up to 27 on the afternoon. I mean, MJ, I'm really surprised they're still fouling at this point.
Yeah, this has to be Coach Giamballetto really wanting to make a point to his team. Because otherwise there's not a whole lot of explanation as to why you'd still be fouling at this point. I feel like their next practice he's going to have some words for them.
Buckley misses the first.
One.
An 85% free throw shooter on the season. Looks to split at the line. He does. 6.3 seconds left. Timeout called. I mean,
this is curious.
I guess it's only a 9-point game. They fixed the scoreboard.
One thing Coach Giamballetto is not going to be accused of this evening is giving this game away. He is pulling out everything he possibly can to try and salvage a victory out of this.
NC has had nearly 6 guys on this team here today with double digits. Difference Benhay falling 1 point short. But on the same time, you've only had 6 guys who've scored for NC, that being Buckley, Lee, Moore, Samuel, Mesidor, and Benhay. As we'll take a look at a shot from K2 from that elbow. Nothing but net for the 3-level scorer. And I mean, honestly, if I'm the Knights, I'm fouling the second the ball gets in, because you make both the free throws, it's a 7-point game.
Yeah. Another thing as well, Coach Hilton once again playing a tight rotation.
We've only seen 7 guys in the rotation here today as Raza gets it in the corner. He steps out of bounds. A heads-up call by the official. And that's going to do it for NC. They're going to pick up their 5th win of the season. A statement win against their arch rival here at home. Mohawk still not giving up. It's in with Lee. I mean, come on.
No, I'm not sure there's a trying until the very end award, but if there is, Mohawk will be taking it home this evening.
As Lee misses the first.
One shot, one only.
Shooter Kaz.
And look over at Laquan Hilton, a little bit annoyed. As well, Raza will put up the shot. It's no good, and Niagara College, the Knights pick up the victory with a score of 88-79. Mohawk delaying the inevitable. And they're led by Joseph Buckley and Noah Lee off the bench. Buckley with 26, Lee with 17, including 6 of 8 from the stripe. Buckley 8 of 9 from the stripe as well, 7 of 11 from the floor. And MJ, we talked about the defensive intensity and getting on the glass. That certainly changed in the second half.
Yeah, the halftime adjustments made by Coach Hilton really took for the Knights.
Mohawk had 12 offensive rebounds in that first half, and only had 4 in the second half. So a good adjustment, and that led to a bunch of points for Mohawk, as they had 18 points off of turnovers as well. NC turned the ball over only 16 times. And that's going to do it, as NC with a convincing win, 88-79. MJ, your final thoughts?
Well, this is a good win to set the pace, set the tone going into the final stretch, coming into the playoffs. Ideally, Niagara can keep this momentum. They did a great job tightening themselves up on the boards this evening, and they might be poised for some postseason success if they keep it up.
It'll be Cannondor here on Sunday, so make sure you're here for that. My name is Alex Van Hack. He's MJ Graham. Thank you so much for joining us here this Wednesday night. We'll see you back here on Sunday.